Good morning. I am Pramod Khadilkar and I am presenting a paper titled Discerning Behavioral Design, a Conceptual Model, co-authored by Professor Philip Cash. Aim of this paper is to identify how much behavioral design overlaps with other domains and what are its unique attributes. To discern behavioral design, we use the operational definition as the action performed, the target at which the action is directed, and the context and time of the action. So the human action is the main defining attribute of behavior. We consider design relevant actions as buy or accept, use, service or maintain, and reuse or recycle or discard. The broader targets are systems or its parts like products, interfaces and services. Contexts are industrial, social and personal. Using this framework, we trace the emergence of behavior in generic models of design. Most of the models do not explicitly consider behavior. Few authors like Rosenberg and Eccles propose to consider the human behavior in defining functions, conceptualizing solutions and simulating its outcomes. Hupka and Eder specifically identified the three roles of human actions. First role is in defining and finalizing the functions to fulfill human needs. Second role is an operator to provide material, energy or information. And the third role is an operand in which the human itself transforms during the process. The early technical design focused on technical functions, largely ignoring behavioral aspects to fit humans to tasks. Human psychology was not used to achieve the functions, and the envisaged outputs were artifacts. The realization of physical and cognitive limits of human abilities during the World War II resulted into human factors approach, where the ethos is to fit tasks to human abilities. Human cognition is referred to fulfill the technical functions by ensuring use and maintenance of the actions. Human-centered design focuses on understanding human needs and behaviors to define technical functions. However, it predominantly uses observation over scientific theories of human behaviors. The main output is still artifact. Approaches like emotional design and experience design specifically refer to human psychology to improve the appeal and usability of the artifacts. Here the human psychology is referred but not overtly altered. The output is still an artifact. To understand the uniqueness of behavioral design, we interviewed and analyzed 12 team members involved in 6 behavioral design cases from 4 leading behavioral design firms in Denmark. 2 themes emerged from the analysis. First theme deals with the characteristics of behavioral design projects. Most distinctly, the goal of the behavioral design projects is an behavior itself and not an artifact. Behavioral and not technical specifications define and evaluate projects. Behavioral constraints are explicitly used to achieve the desired behaviors. The behavioral design projects may not directly alter human psychology but indirectly affect it by changing the environment or the tasks. Understanding behavior is complex due to its data intensive nature and due to difficulty in observing it. The social and industrial contexts of the projects are difficult to change due to the complex and interconnected relations within the various factors. The second theme is related to practical challenges. Most clients use behavioral design as a last resort after investing in technical solutions, which they want to retain. So the behavioral design has to live with that. Secondly, clients lack procedural and conceptual knowledge about behavioral design due to its nascent stage. Most companies find it difficult to convince clients to attempt behavioral design if companies' traditional core competence is outside behavioral design. We define the behavioral design as something that intentionally changes the human behavior by affecting the human psychology and by using behavioral theories. The envisaged goals are behaviors themselves, and the outcome is evaluated in terms of behaviors. Artifacts are designed much later during the design phase to achieve the behavior. This paper thus has discerned behavioral design from other design approaches. Thank you for your time.